it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. So I ordered from Bobble Bar these adorable Minnie Mouse head earrings. Aren't those cute? She has little pineapples in it, and I was like, I need to make a shirt to match that. So that's what we're doing for our crafting for Disney today. So I have a white Tool-Tech shirt. You can use whatever color you want to, but it's summer and I thought white would be cute. You're also going to need your vinyl, which I am using all Thermoflex Plus, and these colors are all available on our website. We've got Kelly Green, Black, Baby Blue, Lemon Yellow, Light Beige, and Deep Red. Now, before I change the camera angle, I did want to remind you that our weekly WOW sale this week is 50% off all of our t-shirt guides, which is a great deal because they've never been that cheap before. And now this sale ends on the 25th of, let me double check. Yes, July the 25th at 2021 at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will go over how to put this shirt together. As you can see, we are in Cricut Design Space. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go over here to Images. There we go. And we need to type out what we're looking for. So the first thing we're looking for is our Minnie Mouse, which, as I said, I purchased this. These are normally $1.99 each, but I purchased this one a while back. So before we go and search for any more images, I want to go ahead and edit this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and ungroup. The first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and slice my eyes because we are putting this on a white shirt, so I don't really need that portion, if that makes sense. Okay, now our face, let's move this to the back. Perfect. Now, our bow color is going to be baby blue because that's what the color matches on the earrings. The tongue's going to be red and the face is face colored. Okay, so we like how that looks. Now, let's go back to images, and I need to find some sunglasses that are similar. They don't have to be identical, but you know. Okay, so let's see what we got. We're just looking for a pretty simple, easy sunglass, straightforward on because it's kind of how Minnie Mouse's head is. Those would be good, but they don't have lenses in them. Let's see what kind of shape we can find. Okay, let's choose these. Insert image. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know what the tan thing is, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my lens. Okay. So I'm going to slice that. There we go. Now this one I want to weld the whole thing together, and we're going to make that yellow. There we go. Okay. Now, what I want to do is, so as you can see, we have the center of the lenses. I don't want this little shape on the outside, so I just need to create we're going to hide Minnie for a second so it's easier to see. Okay, so now I'm going to create a rectangle or an oval, it really doesn't matter. Okay. We're going to unlock this. Let's make it 6 inches wide. So as you can see, I'm just I want to make sure I get the whole sunglass lens without getting the little peak thingies. Let's undo that. I was almost where I wanted it to be. Let's make our oval a tad bit bigger because I don't want it so close to the edge. Now we're going to select both of those and slice. Okay, perfect. Now we can get rid of this. We can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this. Perfect. That looks good. Okay, so now we can bring Minnie Mouse back. Let's select both of these pieces, and we're going to attach for now. If it wants to. There we go. And attach. Perfect. And we're going to change the color back. We just need to get our design good. I think that looks cute. So one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hide that for just a second because I need to make a nose. So I'm going to duplicate Minnie's face, copy, paste, because I want the nose to be in the front. So I'm going to grab a circle again. Let's unlock that. There we go. Now we can adjust it to work whatever way we want it to. Now we can select both of those, slice. Now we can get rid of this, this, and this. Now we have our nose. See, perfect. Now let's make our glasses visible again. And we're going to put our nose into place. Looks good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and detach this portion. I'm going to grab the lenses and the nose. We're going to change that to black, and we're going to weld it. There we go. Now I want to slice my glasses with the face because I don't need the yellow centers. Okay, perfect. So if we get rid of that, you can see what I mean. There we go. Perfect. So now Minnie's head. How do we want to do this? Do we want to layer it over the black? Because if I just weld that, I don't think that'll work. Okay. So let's slice Minnie's head and get rid of this portion. And then the two sections of the eyeglasses. Okay, let's undo that. Hold on. So I'm going to copy my glasses, paste them. Perfect. Now I'm going to take Minnie's face and my glasses and slice. There we go. So we can get rid of this portion, and this portion. Okay? Perfect. Now I want to take my lenses, copy, paste, and we're gonna go ahead and slice Minnie's face again. And I know this part is tedious, but there is an actual reason why I'm doing this. It just, whenever you go to line this stuff up, it really does make things easier. So we just want to first put our lenses back in place, I think. No, we need to do the glasses first. There we go. That looks good to me. Now we need to do the same thing with the lenses. Perfect. So I'm going to select my lenses and weld that together. Perfect. Now let's move this piece to the back, arrange, send to the back. Perfect. So you can see if we get rid of this, that's what everything looks like, which I think looks good. Okay, so now we need to go get a pineapple. And it needs to be a simple pineapple. Now I'm probably not going to show the not 3-piece in pineapple. There's only 2. So it needs to be a simple pineapple because we are going to, it's little in Minnie Mouse's bow. I mean, there's no better way for me to say it, is it's going to be tiny. So let's take this. Let's use you. I think you'll be good. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I want to slice that because I don't need, there we go, since it's going to be in multiple sections. Now I want to get, not an image, go to text, there we go. And now I'm going to grab a shape, and we're going to move it behind because I don't need the monogram frame in there. So I'm going to select this layer and the black circle, and we're going to weld it. There we go. There is our pineapple. It is that easy. So let's go ahead and change our color. This is going to be yellow, and this is going to be much greener. Okay. Let's duplicate that because I'm going to need, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 of those. How many is that? 3, 6, 7. Okay. Doesn't have to be identical, but it needs to be pretty close. Let's add a pineapple here. That looks good. Now, before I do anything further, I want to select that yellow portion, and I want to select my blue bow, and we want to slice. Okay, and there's a reason why I did that. Okay, go up to the top. Oh. These two pieces can go ahead and be welded back together. Arrange, move backward, move backward, move backward. There we go. Let's move you to the front. Okay. Oh, undo. Okay, so we want to grab you and you. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just kind of playing with my pineapples to see what's going to look the best. There we go. See, that's the biggest part of this that's like a pain in the hiney is, you know, kind of playing with things and seeing what's going to work the best. At least that's the biggest part to me that's a pain in the hiney. Okay, so again, we're going to choose our bow and our pineapple, or this and our bow. I don't think the top's in the way. And we can weld that back. Not that far back. There we go. Okay, so I like how that is looking so far. So now we just need to add in a couple of white dots. So let's go to our shapes again. This is a long tutorial, and I know that this is going to be long. Let's change you to white. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. Okay. Duplicate. Okay. So, let's just kind of take our dots, place them around. So far, I think that this thing is super duper cute. Super cute. I mean, y'all have to admit, I think that this is turning out adorable. Perfect. So, all of my circles, let's go ahead and select all those because we're going to weld them. And you'll see why. Okay, let's weld them. Perfect. Now, where's our bow? Actually, let's go ahead I'm going to go ahead and weld my pineapple tops together because that's definitely one thing I want to do, and our bottoms. It's just going to make lining it up a whole lot easier. At least it does in my book. And we're going to weld that together because it's really not going to take up a whole lot of space. Okay, let's weld the rest of our yellow. Because, I mean, it's not going to be that big on a shirt. Weld. Perfect. So, now I'm going to take my dots and we're going to slice through our blue. And we're going to get rid of those blue dots. There we go. Now we're going to select our dots again and we're going to slice through the black because, again, we don't need those dots. Delete. Now, send to the front. Let's send everything to the front now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we can delete the white dots, and there is our Minnie head. I love her like nobody's business. Now we want to add our text. So we're going to type an A, and we're going to make it meh. I don't know how big yet. How big is Minnie? Okay, Minnie is way too big for. Okay, so let's actually do this. Let's delete that. Let's go back to our text menu. Let's type out the word Aloha, A-L-O-H-A. Okay, so let's make that, and let's choose our font. Okay. It doesn't have to only be kerned fonts. I wonder if there's something tropical looking to go up to the top. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Something that's a little on the tropical side, I think. I don't know what a tropical font looks like, but I will tell you. And y'all are probably like, what is all the slicing? Why did you do it this way? It just makes things so much easier. I don't want to have to layer black over black over black, because if those weren't welded together in one piece, it would do that. Well, and if I would have welded them without slicing, it would have gotten rid of the definition in Minnie's face. So yeah, we decided, let's see what you look like. Why didn't you go to be happy? Ooh, I like you. I think you're cute. Oh, I need to download you. There we go. Okay, so I like be happy. So let's make you 10 inches wide. Perfect. Now we're going to take Minnie's head, the whole thing, and it's going to make this stuff really tiny. So I want to make sure that it actually kind of, you know what I'm saying, it fits into place. Let's make it just a tad bit bigger. Okay, perfect. Now, let's go to our text. And I'm going to delete the O. There we go. Okay. align centers. We're going to do the centers vertically. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I love it. Now I'm going to take my text and the black layer and we're going to weld it together. And she is ready to go. So if you'll give me a minute, we're going to go ahead and, well, I don't know until you can give me a minute. We're going to go ahead and click on Make It. Perfect. And we're going to use this on the mat because, yeah. Okay, so we're going to mirror all of our pieces. And as you can see, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It makes me want to take a Hawaiian vacation. Go to Aulani, which is the Disney resort. So I'm double checking to make sure everything's mirrored. As you can see, it's a 5-color design. So we're going to click Continue. There we go. And we're going to choose Popular, which is Everyday Iron-On. Right there. And I want to go ahead and select this because we want it to remember the material settings. So if you'll give me a minute to change the camera angle, we will go over how to put this together. So as you can see, I have my shirt laid out. The collar's off and the sleeves are off. So I'm going to grab my t-shirt guide. I have a 16-inch t-shirt guide because I have a 16-inch press. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our black layer, which is the Aloha. So I'm going to fold it in half. There we go. Which Minnie is almost perfectly center. Okay. Centered on our shirt now. And the heat press is preheated to 330 degrees, just in case you're wondering. So there we go. But we're going to do each layer in sections. It always works best like that. So there we go. I think that this is going to be super duper cute. Now I could have done this in like the dye sublimation or whatever. I just didn't really want to. So next up we're gonna go ahead and put our bow because we gotta match up our dots. Did I not mirror my bow? I didn't mirror my bow. Let me be right back. So I'm back and now it is cut correctly. Which, I mean, that can happen to any of us where it's like, oops, I cut that wrong. You know? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you don't. So, got our mini bow down. There we go. And for me, doing it this way, it really does help because it makes it where you actually have pieces that line up so you know exactly where things go. So, there's our blue layer. Perfect, perfect. Now we can grab our face here. Do y'all remember that on Nick Jr.? I remember that. The smiley face. Okay, so there is Minnie's skin. It's just a lot of layers. It really is. And I don't know how y'all are, but like that's one thing that does happen to me is like I'll be working on something and then it reminds me of something else and then it's like, oh, down the rabbit hole of things. So there we go. Now, okay, we'll save the tongue for last. Okay. And now I'm just lining this up. Okay, I'm gonna trim this apart because sometimes whenever you do multiple layers like this, it does change. So it makes it easier to line things up when you can adjust. Okay. There we go. There's those two pieces. Now again, heat. I'm loving this. I think that this is so stinking cute. It's not even funny. Okay. There's our yellow layer. Perfect, perfect. Now we just got our pineapple heads in the leaves off the pineapple and the tongue. So put the tongue. There's our little pineapple tops. Cover. Now this time we're gonna go for the full 15 seconds. Now again, the heat press is heated to 330 degrees and our weekly wow sale before we change everything, because this will be the final pressing, is 50% off all of our t-shirt guides. You buy for the size of your press. So there we go. And she is so done, and look how stinking cute that is. I love it. And look, tell me that's not a perfect match. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And what I was saying about the t-shirt guide, 50% off the t-shirt guide through July the 25th, 2021, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.